Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's video will be divided into two sections. The first part will be a short teaching on accepting the challenges that we face in life. And the second part will be a guided meditation to practice with the teaching. I will leave the timestamps of those sections in the description below so you can, at a later point, navigate to either one of those more easily. So let's get started. All of us, whoever we are, wherever we are on this planet, are facing or have faced challenges. Could be just having difficulties with aging, our body changes. It could be our relationships around us, family problems, being with a partner that maybe we don't get along with, or maybe we are single and we're not happy about that, or maybe we have been laid off, we are looking for a job, or maybe we're not happy with the job. There are so many struggles that everyone faces, and often we look for a solution outside of us. But my teacher often said that to find the way out is to find the way in. We first have to come back to ourselves and recognize that we are struggling with something. A lot of time when we are struggling with something, it's unpleasant and we want to turn our attention away from it. We want to escape it. It's a normal reaction, so let's not have any judgments about that. But first, what we should be doing is to turn our attention inward and recognize that we are struggling with something. Maybe life circumstances around us has changed. It is not what we wanted or what we expected. And then we have to learn to accept it. How do we do that? How do we accept the things that are unpleasant, the things that we're not happy with? Often when we face something that we're not happy with, we get to be tensed. We are maybe angry, stressed, anxious about it. So the first step of acceptance is to relax the mind, to relax the body, and to recognize and accept that challenges, difficulties, struggles, things that we don't want to happen in life but happen to us, they are an integral part of life. Just like a baby who's learning to walk, they are going to fall, and the fall is part of the learning. So can we look at what we are struggling with as an integral part of life that is actually showing us in some ways the limits of our inner peace, of our mind, how the limit of how flexible is our mind to cope with our challenges. So that's the first part of accepting challenges, is to accept that they are part of life. The second part is to recognize that struggles, challenges, pain, suffering is a universal experience. Not only you, but everyone around you and on this planet are facing challenges, or have faced challenges and will face challenges in the future. By challenges, I mean some sense of suffering, disappointment, anger, fear, anxiety, stress, grief, and so forth. Right? Look around your friends, look around your family members, your co-workers. No one has a life where they have everything that they ever wanted. Everyone has had somebody who has been sick, who has grieved, who has struggled with their mental well-being, who has struggled with their relationships. So, suffering is a universal experience. It is an experience that connects us all. And when we touch this, maybe we can notice in us a sense of compassion that arises. It could be simply looking at yourself, could be looking at your parents or some friends who are going through difficult moments. And you can maybe feel a sense of wanting to help, a warm feeling that comes with it. And that is a sense of compassion that we can use to help ourselves or help others. So, to summarize, dealing with our suffering, and by suffering I mean our anxiety, our stress, our grief, our anger, our stress and anxiety, our disappointment, all the spectrum of, difficult emotions and feelings. The first step is to recognize and accept it. Accept also that they are a part of our life. Just like, the sun is rising every day and is setting at night, just like a baby is falling when they're trying to learn how to walk. So can we accept our challenges in our life as a completely natural part of life? We maybe have this expectation that life only has to be good, only has to be pleasant. But can we accept the unpleasant aspect of life, just like we accept the pleasant parts of life, without any judgment? This is difficult. Yeah, it is not easy. So that's why we need to practice with it. But if we can accept those challenges, maybe we can find a sense of ease when we face them. And the third component is to recognize that challenges, suffering is a universal experience shared by all living beings. Even my dog, has difficult moments. She's stressed by fireworks and so forth, but she doesn't have this ability to reflect on it just like we are. So we are in some ways lucky. So anyways, now it's time for the guided meditation. So let's begin by finding a comfortable sitting position. You can start feeling your feet on the ground. Start feeling your legs and your bottom sitting on a chair. Starting to feel your shoulders, your chest, your neck, top of your head. finding a comfortable but yet finding a sense of alertness in the way that you sit, and then finding your breath. So maybe you have been busy up until now with work, with families, with whatever you were busy with, projects. So how does it feel now to reconnect with your breath? To feel your breath traveling in and out of your body. Is it pleasant, unpleasant, neutral? Noticing maybe the upper body rising and falling as you are breathing in and out. And let's begin now to scan our body, to notice any tension and relax our body. So let's begin by bringing our attention to the top of our head and releasing the tensions there, maybe around the forehead, bringing your attention to your eyebrows and eyes with your in-breath, and releasing the tensions there with your out-breath. Same thing with your nose and your ears, your jaws, your teeth, bringing your attention there with your in-breath, and releasing the tensions with your out-breath. Bringing your attention to your neck and shoulders. And softening the neck and shoulders. Bringing your attention to your arms, to your hands, and relaxing them. Bringing your attention to your chest, to your heart, to your lungs. And then to your belly. Noticing any sensations in your belly. And softening your belly with the in-breath and out-breath. And the same with your upper back and lower back. Softening your back. And then bringing your attention to your lower body. Your legs, your knees, your calf, your feet, your toes. Just bringing awareness in those areas of your body. And then finally, with your in-breath, bringing your whole body into your field of awareness. Your body is your true home. You can bring your attention back to your body anytime you like by simply focusing on your breath, following your breath. Let's spend just a good moment there. So now we will move on to the teaching and reflect on it. You will look into your own experience and practice with it. And this reflection is simply an invitation. If you prefer to stay focused on your breath and body, feel free to do so. So let's begin by bringing to mind something that we are struggling with, recognizing a sense of suffering in us. It doesn't have to be the hardest thing. It can be something not too emotionally triggering, up to you. So bringing to mind something that you feel challenged by, that is causing a sense of instability, some sense of tension in you, in your life. Once you have that, hold it and notice your reaction, how you've been reacting to it. Maybe you've been struggling with it, you've been feeling tensed, you've been denying it, pushing it away. So let's take a moment to sit with it, to take a moment to hold this and find a way to relax with it by taking a few deep breaths. Maybe we wanted things to be a different way than they are right now. So let's practice relaxing. and accepting things as they are. That what we are struggling with is a natural part of life. How does it feel when you hear those statements that what we are struggling with is a normal part of life? Are there any resistance with it? And if so, you can breathe and practice relaxing again. No one said that this is easy. And then we can recognize that this struggle that we are going through has also been experienced by so many people. That we are not alone. And then we can look around us, bring to mind maybe our parents, our siblings, our friends. Look into their life and recognize that they too are facing challenges and struggles, a level of suffering. And then we can let go of the instructions. You can always come back to it at a later time. And we can come back to our breath, feeling our breath again. Feeling our body. Resting our mind in our body. Our body is always the home for our mind. Okay, thank you for your practice this morning, or this afternoon, or this evening. And it is a morning for me. So I hope you have enjoyed today's teaching and the guided meditation. You can slowly start moving your body by moving your ankle and your toes, moving your shoulders, your neck, your hands and your wrist. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. So feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you thought of today's video. If you feel like what came up for you, what you learned, what you have struggled with. And yeah, let me know. Thank you, and see you next time.